Hello, everybody. Welcome to Let's Talk Live. I'm Melanie Hastings, sitting in for Doug once again today with Natasha.
Once again, and we appreciate it. We have a lot of fun with you in here. I know it's a longer day for you.
It is a bit, but you know, if I weren't here, where would I be? Probably in some shopping mall, right? Doing some damage.
True. And
so
you know,
I'm
I got caught in traffic. I come in a little later than you do, and it was near Tyson's Corner. I sound really bad, don't I? I'm just noticing.
You do a little bit.
I've had a sore throat for the last 2 days.
You look
I
great,
sound like
though,
a man right
know?
now. Anyway, by Tyson's Corner, I think everybody has taken off the day to shop, and I'm very envious because traffic was nasty this morning in the area right by the toll road 495. So everybody's, I think, finally shopping.
I noticed that on my way home yesterday as I was going west on 66, just any of the little ramps that led toward Tyson's, they were just all backed up. So yeah, I definitely want to avoid that area at certain times of the day.
I think a lot of shops and malls were scared people weren't shopping. I think finally people are going out and doing it. It's just later on in the season.
You know, I worry about Tyson's because of all that construction going on there. You know,
it's a madhouse. Yeah. It's a madhouse.
It
anyway, speaking of a madhouse, we're going to be some mad scientists here. We have some props going on here, and it's all for a good reason. But we're going to get to that in a second. Today on the show, we're going to take a look at the holiday family dynamic.
And also navigating those holiday buffets, how you can avoid eating all the bad stuff with a few simple tricks, and we'll fill you in.
And can't miss holiday shipping deals. That's the bad part. It costs so much for the gifts. Then, if you're ordering online, it costs even more.
And the worst part is the longer you wait, the worse the shipping costs.
And the longer the lines in the post office.
Don't want to be a procrastinator.
But first, your kids are about to spend a lot of time at home very soon.
Yeah, in a few short days. So what are you going to do with them all that time? Well, Mary Porter Green's here today. She's from the Curiosity Zone. And Mary, the last time you were here, I hear you blew up a volcano. Is that right? I missed that.
We had a great time. We had a great time. And so today we're going to be doing some more with some stuff that bubbles up. But this time we're going to blow it up ourselves by blowing bubbles.
You call this bubble art?
Yes, we're gonna blow. What we do at the Curiosity Zone is we find the science in everyday stuff.
Okay.
So what we do is cool stuff that you can do at home with your kids in your kitchen that is fun. It might even be something you've done before, but we're going to show you how to teach science through doing it.
Okay, let's do it.
So why are kids so why are they so curious when they're young as opposed to, say, our ages?
Well, you know, it's an interesting thing, and it's an important thing that studies show that kids are the most curious that they're ever going to be at age 5, and it drops off pretty precipitously until it's at an all-time low in your early 40s, which is me.
We're done with learning. Forget about it.
Yeah, and it's a little, you know, and it's because you go through school and you learn to make the A and you learn to give the right answer, and unfortunately, in the process of doing that, which is also important, often that instinctive spark to just ask why, you know, why not? You know, why can't it be this way? Why can't you make art out of bubbles? That part of you sort of falls away as you get busier and busier and busier.
Well, you think it and you don't want to blurt it out. A kid,
you don't want to look stupid, right? Yeah. Right. Yeah. So it's all that stuff as you grow up, right?
And they're little sponges, aren't they? They just want to like
little ones don't know any better,
yeah.
And that's really the whole point, right? Is that grown-ups we've learned to sort of know better, but maybe we don't always know better. And maybe the best way is to,
we have some pretty colors in your lap.
These are the examples of what we're about to do.
Yeah, it's
the
really,
bubble art.
Ooh, that's
really
beautiful.
Hold it over to this camera so you guys can see.
Sort of looks like watercolors or tie-dye or something, doesn't it? Yeah, that's beautiful.
And basically what you can do is make these cool cards. If you use cardstock, you can make cool cards. You can make wrapping paper or, you know, thank you notes is what a lot of people are going to be doing.
Cool. It looks like it is really store-bought.
That's just printer paper with, you know, doing what we're going to do today.
Yeah.
I even made you guys a little ornament.
Oh, I like this with a little glitter.
Yeah.
So many great ideas.
All right, so let me show you
really hard to do?
How to do this. No. And what we've done is science it up by putting everything into test tubes and beakers and stuff, which makes it fun, but you don't need any of this stuff.
All right.
Basically, what we're going to do is make a solution, which is just mixing stuff together until it all looks the same. And so the first thing you want to do is scoop your paint out into your bowl. And this is washable.
Is this one mine? The red?
Liquid. This is washable liquid tempera. Yeah, I color coordinated everything.
Oh, yeah.
Christmas colors in here. I like this.
How much of the paint do we scoop out?
Just do the whole cup as much as you can.
Oh.
Yep. And then, if anybody needs a napkin after touching your paint. And then basically you want to put in your test tube of water, which is, the paint was about 1/4 cup, and then the water is a tablespoon. And then we're going to put in a tablespoon of the dish soap.
Okay.
And what this does, actually, before we stir this up, I want to get one of you guys to blow bubbles in this cup. And here,
I'm sick.
See if you can make a stack of bubbles. See if that's possible to make a stack of bubbles by blowing in that cup. See how they kind of rise to the top and then pop? It's because the surface tension in water alone is too strong for bubbles to actually form. So they rise to the top and they instantly pop. What we've done is
Not doing very well here.
we've added some soap to our solution. What soap does is decrease the surface tension of the water so that you can actually form this beautiful bubble. And so what we're going to do is stir this up into a solution.
Okay. Here's my solution. Oh, I just spilled.
Get it good mixed up, and then
mix. Oh, but the kids love doing this.
Yeah, oh, it's so much fun. I'm
sorry, pantyhose.
Sorry.
Natasha needs an apron.
Yeah, I'm a mess.
Mary,
and she needs a little white lab coat,
doesn't she?
And then you're just going to take your straw and you're going to blow in your paint. Make sure you don't ever suck in. We sometimes have kids do that where they sort of instinctively go and they drink the paint, which is, it won't hurt them if it's school paint, but it's icky.
Okay, so we're going to blow in, and we're going to, look at this.
And what you're going to see is you're going to get a mound of bubbles.
Oh my goodness. All of you are going to have green on you from me. This is bad.
Okay.
You are doing really well with that.
You don't want to do it. You don't have
bubbles.
to do it.
Does that count?
I will demonstrate. Once you've got a mound of bubbles, you just go like this, and you stick your paper down on top of the bubbles, and you end up with this really cool pattern.
I get this better.
I'm not sure which way to show it, but you end up with a cool. Here we go. Cool pattern of bubbles, and you just keep repeating that over and over and over again.
Oh,
until you get
all the different colors.
So you get the really cool looking piece of paper. And what you want to talk to your kids about is bubbles. Why are bubbles always round, for example? If you blew solution through a square bubble blower, would you get a square bubble? And the answer is no. And scientists actually study that. And why?
Melanie failed.
Why is that? And also, this is an amazingly fun chemistry project because you can vary all the ingredients to see if you can get big bubbles or small bubbles or lots of bubbles or a few bubbles. Last night at my house, my stepson got a mound of bubbles this tall.
Wow.
Just by adding around the straw and adding some soap and doing some cool stuff.
When you get over the age of 5, does that just mean you're supposed to fail here?
No, but you know what? We, as a grown-ups, we're afraid to you're wearing a beautiful outfit. You're afraid to blow in the
getting
paint.
too messy.
That's why. That's what happens to us.
Messy.
And we have to remind ourselves exactly that sometimes you just got to let yourself be a kid again and get a little bit messy. And I know you can't today, but get a little bit messy.
Look at my pantyhose. They're already green. This is good.
It's a fashion.
Tis the season.
It's a fashion statement.
This is great. So when you do a project like this with the kids, does this take up a whole hour, or how much time do you allot?
It can take as long as little as you want. But one of the common mistakes people make when they're trying to get kids excited about science and stuff is to make it go too quickly or to make it seem like there's a strict formula to it. Failure is part of teaching kids science because every time somebody fails at something, they learn something cool and new, and they go, oh, this needs more water, or this needs more soap, or and that's the part that's important for the kids is teaching them to ask the question, well, why didn't it work? And that's what happens to them in school, unfortunately, is often things are taught in a way, this is the formula, follow the rule. Put a quarter cup in.
And here it's okay to mess up.
It's important to mess up, actually, because everything is an opportunity to teach, including...
Which is why Melanie and I did that on purpose.
Right, including how to get stains out of pantyhose, right? It's all...
It's all incorporated
It's all about solvents at that point.
The one thing I like about the gift wrap is you could easily take stuff from your printer, recyclable. One side is used and totally do that and not waste money on wrapping paper.
Yes, and just make sure you use washable paint. That's my only tip to anybody out there is going to try this because it's messy, and kids, that's the whole point, is they're going to blow bubbles and get messy everywhere, and so put lots of newspaper down and don't let them get it on anything that you don't want them to.
So this is just one experiment that you might do at the Curiosity.
Absolutely. This is an example of how we take it every day. I mean, lots of preschools do this, but they forget to teach the science in it, which is like, look at the bubbles, and why are you getting bubbles here, but you didn't get bubbles in just a plain old glass of water.
Well, Mary Porter Green, thanks for coming on, and thanks for our ornament. We appreciate it. Very pretty.
Very nice. Yes.
Have a great holiday.
Thank you. You guys too.
And we'll learn to get our hands and the rest of us dirty too, so that we can be curious and be kids again. Yeah. Awesome. Thanks so much. A lot of fun.